Hello. Hi. Sorry, I'm running a bit late today and just trying to get everything hooked up and live and get the stream working and no. Anyway, okay. Get my timer on. Gonna make sure that when I stand up you can see me. So just bear with me a second. This is going to be further back. Move Willow's water bowl. Okay, that should be alright. I should be able to see me there. Get my bits and pieces. So today we're going to start in yoga pose, in mountain pose. Let me just move this back just a little bit. Okay, that's a bit better. She says, and all the differences you can see the floor. Maybe I should just lift it up. Okay. That's better. Okay, so we're going to start today in mountain pose. And today is about harmony. It's about bringing balance back into the body through balancing ourselves, basically. So through the poses that we're going to do, we're going to hold the poses, we're going to hold our breaths. We're going to be working very much with the breath and just trying to balance all of our chakras all the way through. So, and as it's a bit chilly outside at the minute, thought we'd do something that will keep us a bit warm. So if you stand on your mat, I've got socks on, but I'll probably end up taking them off because at some point we're going to have a leg up and obviously my feet are going to slip, but I'm cold at the minute. Right, stand on your mat. Actually, I'll take them off now because I want to show you too. Now what I want you to do is lift your toes up and walk your feet together so that your big toes are touching each other. Okay. And spread the toes wide. So imagine these are your toes. Just spread the toes wide, but your big toes are touching. And then I just want you to lay them down on the floor, starting with the little toe, and then coming to the big toe. So just spreading them out and laying them down flat. And this hopefully is going to give you a good grounding. So we're going to take the mountain pose, but we're going to do rising mountain as well. We're going to be doing it with the breath. So I'm going to bring our arms out to the side. Just hold them here. Palms facing away from us. Our arms are kind of in line with the side of our bodies. Then from here, we're going to rise up onto our toes. And at the same time as doing that, we're going to sweep the arms up. So our palms are still facing like this. And then as we come back down, we're going to bring the arms down. So we're going to do that movement on an in-breath. So feet are planted. Hold this pose. I'm going to do about 4 breaths here first. Just nice deep breaths in. Come on to your 4th breath about now. As you breathe in again, come up onto your toes and arms up. And then relax down. Arms up. And down. Bringing those toes up. In breath. And out breath. In breath. Out breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. I'm just going to come up onto the toes this time. Now just stay up here on your tippy toes. So I'm like this. I'm just going to stay here. Just going to bring the arms out just in front of us. A bit of a ballerina. And then we're going to take our hands, just going to push them away from us. Spread the fingers wide, loosen those shoulders, and just really push those arms away from you. So we're dropping those shoulders down because we don't want them coming up to meet the ears, so they're coming down here. We're just pushing out. We're still on those tiptoes. Now this is quite strong around the back and the abdomen, especially because you're up, and on your calves because you're up on your feet. So if you need to come down and just push out, that's absolutely fine. If you can do this, that's great. Just lift the arms up, keeping those hands together. So your hands are like this, just over your head, still on your tiptoes. And then bring them down to the side on your exhale. So this time we're going to bring our arms through, bring them together, up on the in-breath, and then down on the out-breath. Okay, so center your feet again, really ground yourself through your feet. So you're really pushing down into the earth, through the ankles, through your feet. You're kind of setting your roots down on the ground underneath you, spreading them out, and they're making you strong, giving you that balance, helping to keep everything in alignment. So you're going to come out, up, and down. Okay, so on the in-breath. And then out-breath. And again. Really work with your breath. As you're breathing out, you're making sure you're coming and bringing those arms down. And as you're breathing in, your arms are going up, joining together. You're coming up on your toes. Two more. I'm going to do one more for luck. Okay. So from here, all we're going to do, I'll turn this side so you can see, from this position, legs are still planted, your feet are still nicely tucked. I want you just to make sure you're not...
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Apparently I'm talking to Alexa. So instead of being tucked and leant over, if you just make sure that everything's straight, so imagine you've got like a piece of string coming through you and everything's standing up tall, all the way through your crown. Come up nice and tall. Just bring those knees down. Bend those knees. Bring your back in just a little bit, trying to keep everything straight and in alignment. Bring your arms here. So we're going to do a prayer chair. So because we've got our hands together, it's more in the prayer mode as opposed to just a normal chair position. We're just going to hold this here. Make sure that your shoulders are back and relaxed. So again, we always, when we're working and using anything that uses the shoulders, we don't want them to come up and meet the ears because we're tensing, because that kind of goes against everything. So you have to make sure that they're down. Just going to take a few more breaths here. And with every in-breath, see if you can bend those knees a little bit more. Bend into that pose, because they stretch here along the calf and engage the core. And what we're going to do, whichever position that you're in, you're going to take your right elbow to your left knee. As you breathe in, because we're extending the left arm up, we're going to come around or across. And you're going to be like this. Now you can even lean on your knee if you wish. Just remember to try and drop that down. If you can just hold yourself up here, again try and drop your buttocks and keep that back nice and straight. And we're just looking over the left shoulder. But you've got to get that twist. If I show you from the front. So we've gone from this position. We've inhaled, coming across. Now on your next exhale, we're just going to come back to center. So breathe in, exhale, go back to center. And we're going to take it the other way. Okay, so your next in breath, going up. On your next exhale, we're going to come back to center. Just going to drop the arms, straighten those knees just a little bit. So we're here, backed off slightly. Okay. Walk your hands up your legs. Standing. We're going to go back into chair. We're going to bring one leg up over the right. So bring the left leg up and put your ankle over your right knee. Now, if you can't balance and do this, you can hold on to something. You can get a chair in front of you if you need to. It's not a problem. And we're just going to bring our arms up. Hold them here. So if I show you from there. So here our leg is bent. Our tummy is tucked. Our buttocks are in. Our back is straight. And our arms are here. And I can fall over. Now, it does say one beginner to another. Focus on your breath. Focus on a point in the distance. Just look at it. And that's the bit that you look at, you'll find that your balance is easier to manage. Okay. Your next exhale, we're going to release everything down. Just walk those legs really slowly. Right up onto those toes. We're going to go on the other side. So we're going to take the left leg as straight, and we'll put the right leg over. Okay, so right leg up and over the knee, bend, making sure toes tucked, abdomen is engaged, Arms coming around and up. Just going to stay here. So again, find your point, she says. Find your point, fix your gaze on that point. Really be focused on that one single point. The corner of a room, the edge of a chair, the edge of a table, whatever it might be. And then just work on your breathing. And down. And again, just really work those hips, walk them through. Stretching out those calf muscles as well doing this, because obviously these poses are quite strong through the legs. So you're engaging those calf muscles. We now pop our feet about hip distance apart. So you're kind of keeping everything in line when we say this. So your hips, your knees, and your ankles are all in line all the way through. And all we're going to do is come on to the right leg by lifting the left one off the floor. We're going to bring the left leg up and in front of us, and then point our toes towards the floor. Now, this pose, you bring your arms together, you drop your hands. So I'll show you, it's called stalk. So like this, looking straight ahead. However, if that's too difficult to stay in that pose and hold your leg up, you can pop your strap around your leg and hold it there. But just make sure that your foot is engaged, so you're pointing down towards the floor. Your back and your abdominal muscles are engaged. Your shoulders are down and up. But if you're okay here, is where we're going to be. It's quite a big pose because you're engaging all of the muscles to keep this leg in the air. Your next exhale, we're going to relax down. Okay, and again, just walk those hips, but just push back slightly each time you take a step down. And put your heel down. We're going to go on the other side. We're going to do stalk again, so I'll just turn around so you can see. So make sure everything is in alignment. Make sure you're nice and tall. Your shoulders are rotated slightly backwards. They're dropped down. Everything is nice and loose. And you're going to come over onto the left leg, lifting that right leg off the floor, dropping that foot. So you've got to engage the foot, because if you just have it normally, it sits like that. But we want it engaged. We want that leg stretched. We're going to bring the arms out to the front. Drop the hands down. So the foot and the hand both pointing down towards the floor. Find your space, find your spot on the wall. Just fixate on that. Next exhale, relax down. Sorry, looking down there, make me lose my balance. Okay. Walking those legs. Oh. We're going to take our legs now wider than our hips. We're going to go into frog or garland pose, whichever one you want to call it. And this is just about, again, just bringing a bit of balance back into the body. So engaging the legs and the arms. Another nice strong pose. So as we go into it, I'll show you any adaptations that you might need to do depending obviously on who's doing the videos tonight, because I know a few of you have some injuries going on. So as we bend our legs, so we're going to go down and bend our legs. Just going to lift the arms up to here. And then we're going to bring our buttocks down. So bring our legs in just a little bit. Drop your buttocks. And then pop your elbows into the crevice of your knees. And push out with your hands. So we're not like this. We're like this. Try and keep your feet as flat on the floor as you can. And push your bum down. So you want your bum to come down towards the floor. And you're looking up. Now, if this is too strong, just come to here. Or bend and hold on like this. Again, if that's too strong, get your block, bend those legs, and then just drop down holding on to the block. But if you are here, just focus on that breath. Just another 3 breaths here. Okay, relax the arm on your exhale. Push down, push your legs up. Oh! And then slowly come up. Stretch over to the side, just to stretch out those legs. I don't know about you, but I'm already feeling them. These are some good, strong poses. Okay, now, going to do tree, everybody's favourite. Now again, remembering in tree pose, this is where you can get your foot and get your knee out to the side. It's fine. If your foot needs to be lower and your toes are touching the floor, again, that's fine. Try and get the rotation through the hips and your arms up as you need them. But if you can get your leg up higher, so you can get it on your knees or even into the groin. Sorry, dog's going crazy. And this is where you're going to be. You're going to push that leg out. We're going to take our arms up and over. Just hold this position. Now again, it's a strong balance. So working through your foot. Now, if you can do the leg, but you can't balance, hold on to something. Have a chair in front of you. If you have really good balance, but you struggle getting your leg up and you'd like to have your leg a bit higher, again, with your yoga strap, just lift your leg, bring it around you, and just lift. And then you'll have to hold that in place. So you could just bring one arm out to the side and hold it like that. I mean, if you wanted to, you could always just have the other arm up, like that, and hold the strap. But if you did need that extra bit of arm out for the balance, that's not a problem. You can do that. But we are here, or wherever we are, foot slipping down the leg. A few more breaths here. And on the exhale, the next exhale, we're going to drop everything down. Walk those legs out again. This time bringing the knees across. So we're pushing our buttocks back. We're bringing the knees across the body. We're still getting a bit of a stretch. We're still getting a bit of a twist. Okay, I'm going to go on the other side now. So again, if you need a chair or a cabinet to hold on to, ladders, step ladders, whatever works, that's absolutely fine. Or even your strap to hold your leg up if you need to, that's not a problem. Put your leg into position. Bring your arms up. Just focus on that breathing. Making sure the tail is tucked in, the abdomen is engaged. We're trying to keep this leg up and out, and keep our arms up, and keep our balance. So that's a lot we've got going on. And we're trying to make it all work together as one. Hence this all being about harmony. I'm going to fall now. So doing these poses and talking and teaching is, doing these poses and talking people through them takes your concentration. I have a newfound respect for all my yoga teachers. Okay, on the next exhale, we're going to drop everything down. Next time we're just going to lean forward into a ragdoll, so bend those knees, lean forward, either drop your arms or hold on to your elbows, but I would like you to swing side to side. And as you're swinging side to side, bend your knees one at a time. Keeping your feet, keeping bent over and keeping your feet kind of in line with your hips. Just straighten those legs and just walk your hands down until you are grasping the ankles. We're just going to get a stretch going on. Now, if you've got any problems with your calf muscles, because all of the poses have been really strong on the legs and especially on the calf, just bend those knees a little bit. Or get your block so you're not down as low, so you're kind of holding on. But you will feel where we've really worked those muscles, got that blood pumping into that area, you will feel more of a stretch in the calves at the minute and behind the knees. Okay, now from this position, I just want you to lift your toes off the floor. Lift your toes off the floor. So we're still bent over, still holding on to ankles, but instead of our toes being flat, our toes are lifting up, and you'll feel a different type of stretch on that lower calf. Release those toes, bend your knees, lift the toes. Drop your toes and straighten those knees. Now slowly walk your hands back up your legs. Right, we're going to take our legs wide again. We're going to go into goddess pose this time. So a bit similar to garland pose or frog pose, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have our legs wide. Bring your heels in ever so slightly this time. Just a little bit. And we're just going to drop our legs and bend those knees. And we're keeping our back straight this time. So we don't want to tuck it in, not coming all the way down. We're keeping our back nice and straight. We just want to drop so we get a bend in these legs. Now, you can be here if that works. You can be here, that works. Wherever you need to be, it's not a problem. And you can either have your arms out to the side, your palms facing away from you, fingers relaxed, or you can have your arms like this, with your palms kind of facing each other, and your fingers a little bit more engaged. Don't forget, whichever position you are taking, make sure that the tailbone is tucked in. So put it inside. The tailbone is tucked in, your back is straight, your shoulders are relaxed. Whichever way you're holding this pose. Now, as we get better in our practice, the knees go out a bit more. You're able to drop down a bit more. But while I'm still new, still beginning, just breathe. 2 more breaths here. And on the inhale, we're going to stand back up. Okay. Take your right foot, move it towards the bottom of your mat, and have it so that it's facing away, it's facing the long edge of you. Now try and get your heel and the arch of your foot, so your left heel, your right arch, to line up. This is why I'm all over the place, I'm trying to get mine to line up. I'm going to take our hands here, and as we breathe in and raise our arms, we're going to bend the knee at the same time. So we're going to bend. We're just going to stay in this position. Our hands are relaxed, but our wrists are strong and engaged. So we're not floppy, our wrists are engaged, but our fingers are nice and loose. And then you're just going to look over the left, because that's the knee that we're bending. If you can deepen that, that's fine, but don't go too deep, because we're not doing a runner's lunge. We're just staying in warrior 2. On your next exhale, we're going to drop this arm down to the floor and straighten that leg at the same time. And then we're going to look over the right arm. Now again, if this is too much, just have your block and be leaning on your block, or have your legs still slightly bent. We're really rotating that shoulder around, getting that good twist in our sides, opening up your intercostal spaces here. Okay, and the next inhale, we're just going to come up. So our legs stay in the same position, and our arms come out like this. Exhale and drop your arms down. We're going to swap our feet around. Bring your left foot in. Just swing that right foot round. And you should notice that your heel and your arch should be in alignment. You may need to move your feet just a little bit to get that alignment. Spread those toes to give you that strength and power. Legs are straight. As we take our arms out, we're going to bend down here again on the inhale. So we're going to out. Again, engage the wrists. Fingers are okay, nice and loose. Just going to look over to the right. You can deepen it just a little. Again, it's not runner's lunge. Making sure those shoulders stay down and that your abdomen and your lower back muscles are engaged. So this is tilting forward. Your back is nice and strong. On your next exhale, I'm going to drop the arm down and straighten the leg at the same time. And I'm going to look up and over the left this time. Try and keep that balance. I don't know about you guys, but I always find one side is always easier to balance than the other. Remember, on both sides, the adaptations are the same. So you can bend your knee, you can have your block, whatever you need to help you in this pose. Leave your arm down here, if that's all that you can manage. It's not a problem. You are there. On the next exhale, we're going to bring the arms down and then we're going to go back to standing. Twist your right foot so that both your feet are facing forward. Just going to lean over. So we're just going to take our hands towards the floor. So making sure that we're bending from the waist, bending from the groin, all the way over. Feel the stretch all the way down the back of the legs. Just touch the floor. Now, if this is too much on the legs, bend those knees and drop your hands down. But if you're okay, just be here. Walk your hands back up your legs. And we're going to go back into Warrior 2, but very briefly to take us into Warrior 3. So take your left foot out, facing forward. We're going to inhale, stretch your arms to the side. Relax here. And then, from this position, we're going to push off with our back foot so that we are standing up on our front foot with our leg straight. So it's a bit, as you inhale, coming up like this. And then we simply, if we can keep that balance, bring our arms together at the front. We're going to have a really strong leg pushing down through the floor. Back leg, however high you get it. If this is as high as you can get it for now, with your arms out, that's absolutely fine. If you can get it higher, and you need to bend your knee, again, that's fine. If you can't balance like me, again, it's okay, we'll get there together. Over here. Anyway, we're just looking through our arms. If you can keep your arms up, that is. Just here for a couple more breaths. And then come down. Okay. I'm going to swap the legs round. Swing the arms out. And then we're going to push up. Come onto our right leg as we go the other way. So we're going to push up, the back leg. Forwards. Arms out. Now make sure that you're rotating your hips over this leg. So not so much got twists going on. We're down and balancing. Focus your gaze. And then drop that down. And just bend those knees. Straighten from side to side. Okay. Last couple, and then we're going to go into Shavasana. On this position, now have our feet again hip width apart. Just going to lift the left leg off the floor and take hold of it with the left hand, and then tuck it in. Tilt backwards. Try and keep this balance here. And you're trying to pull that leg into your buttocks. And get the knee, try and get the knee in line with your other knee. Drop that leg down. Walk those legs out. And off the floor slightly. I'm going to go again on the other side. So again, these poses are all quite strong. The adaptations, you can use the strap to hold your leg. So instead of having hold of your leg, you'd have hold of the strap here. Holding on to something to give you that bit of support. Some people find it easier if they just stay stood upright instead of leaning back a little bit. One of these are really good for the hamstrings. Relax that down. Okay. Last pose. And then it's Shavasana. So, from here, stretch our legs out. Turn your right foot to face to the short end of your mat. And we're simply going to bring our right hand down to touch the floor and lift this leg at the same time. So starting off in this position, just because it gives us something to spring off of as opposed to being here. But if being here and then springing over is enough for you, you can do that, that's fine. If not, don't have them too far apart. We're just going to lift up and drop our hands to the floor, lifting our leg up at the same time. And then if you can, or if you need to, sorry, you can hold on to your block. Have your leg up. Have the foot out. So your foot is engaged. So be as if your foot was standing on the floor and just lifting it up. Rotate those hips. Bring the arm up. Good to learn. Good to learn. Learning together. Learning together. I actually find some of these harder with my props. I don't know why. Probably also because I don't have any balance. Okay. If you've been in this position longer than me, then just drop down. Just stretch those legs again. Same on the other side. Left foot pointing towards short end of your mat. And we're literally just going to lean over on the exhale, bring that foot up and the arm up. If you can do it all in one fluid motion and you're beautiful and graceful, unlike me, then that's great. Go for it. If not, just do it in sections. So lean over yourself like this. Get your foot in its position. Lift up. We're looking that way. Make sure that foot's engaged. It's not working today. I say this every week, It's not working today. If any of you clicked onto the fact that it just doesn't work. Nice strong legs. Breathe. Relax down. Oh. Wriggle your booty out. And then we're going to come into Shavasana. So, this has been quite a warm session. We've worked our body. That is, of course, unless you're just sitting there watching me do it. Cushion, pillow, whatever you've got. If you've got glove socks, anything like that. You want to put them on to keep yourself warm, that's fine. Now, because we were using our legs a lot, I'm feeling it a little bit in my knees. So I'm just going to tuck this cushion, just folded a little bit, like that. Just underneath the knees, just to take the strain while I'm laying here. So it's raining where I am. I'm going to listen to the rain while I talk you guys through Shavasana. So once you're in a comfortable position, just take a couple of really deep, steadying breaths. Allow your breath to return to normal. Just assess how your body feels right now. What are the sensations that are flowing through your body? Do you feel hot? Do you feel tired? You've got aches and pains? How does your mind feel? Does it feel cleansed with all those beautiful deep breaths? Or is there still some inner turmoil? Do you feel like everything is in balance, with left and right, top and bottom, working together, being in harmony? I want you to scan your body, but today I want you to scan it in two parts. So I want you to scan the left-hand side first, using a wave, a thought, a sensation, a light, whichever suits you best. And then, once you finish that side, do the left-hand side. If you've done the left-hand side, do the right-hand side. Just notice if there is equilibrium. The body just feels harmonized, in balance. And just allow your mind just to be free. Any positive thoughts that pop into your mind or images, just hold on to them, embrace them, feel the warmth of them. And any negative thoughts images. Just acknowledge the fact that they're there and let them pass unnoticed. You're not physically trying to push them away with your mind, or simply allowing them to fade away. So bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle those toes. Wiggle your fingers. Just a few rotations of your wrists and your ankles. Alright, we're going to bring the knees up to the chest, keeping our eyes closed. We're going to hug ourselves. In this position, just rock gently, gently side to side. Now, even if you've still got the shoulders down, you should still be able to move just a little bit side to side. Drop over to one side. Place your hands under your cheek. A couple of deep breaths here. Big deep breath in. And sigh that one out. And again, deep breath in. And sigh that one out. Allow your breath to go back to normal. From this position, again, keeping your eyes closed. Just going to come back up to seated. Nice straight back, tall through the crown. Hands together. Come to your heart center. A smile on your face. Slowly blink those eyes open. So from my heart to yours, namaste. So thanks for joining me again and helping me to learn. I am learning lots doing this course, these modules. Hopefully it was a good session and it didn't kill your knees too much. If anybody wants to go through it but they feel that they need some more adaptations, just give me a message and I'll show you how to do them. I'll post the pictures again. Okay. I love you all lots. Speak to you later. Bye.